Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're a new viewer or if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. So today it's time for another update video in regards to my Atelier at home training. So I'm gonna make this into a short intro, blah blah blah, because you know it's always the same. But like before, I'll start with a bark drawing, which is really not much, as you guys will see, and then go on into oil painting, which is basically just a field studies that I've done lately. All right, thanks. All right, so as for the bar drawing, as you guys can see, there's really not much that I've done, and this is the plate I'm doing right now. So I've just basically blocked it in, and that's about it. It actually took me a while to even pick something to do, so, and I haven't really had the chance to work on it, but for now, this is what I am doing. I hope you guys can see. All right, and that is it. Short and sweet. So now on to the oil paintings. Okay, so the bulk of this update will be basically oil paintings, because for pretty much the most of September, that's what I've been really trying to do more of. So my last update was I shouldn't say update, but my last upload, I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's just a short video of me doing a quick painting in the car, and yeah, you guys have seen. It's just really basic basic study, I guess, plein air painting. So yeah, like I said, that's what I've been doing. Before school started, we went back to the beach again, and I did quick sketches when we went there, and as always, I'll be inserting quick videos or like time lapse of me doing it. But yeah, so I basically did the water again, which I really love doing paintings of the lake. I just realized, because even when I started painting a while back, we live close to Lake Ontario, so that's one thing I've really kind of always gravitated to when it comes to painting outside. And then this one here, not really very successful. As you guys will see on the time lapse, it's the cliff behind where we were sitting on the beach, and yeah, so this was really fun to do, but as always, my color, I wasn't really too happy with it, composition, everything. So yeah, so that's why I decided to actually do more color studies using the palette that I have with me when I go outside. I actually ended up using this book to help me out as well. So oh wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyways, so with the color study, I did another color wheel, just using the 3 primary colors I have in my plein air set, which is alizarin crimson, French ultramarine, and cadmium yellow light. And these were just the Winton oil paints, so just a student grade. So I did with a, you know, with how you do a color wheel. So I started off with the main colors and then did secondary colors in between. So this is orange that tends more towards the yellow, orange that tends more towards the red, and then this is a 50-50 mix. So that's how I did this color wheel. So this one, this is the French ultramarine and the red, so in between the purple that leans towards the red, leans more towards the blue, and then the 50-50 mix, and then same with the green as a secondary color between yellow and blue, so bluish green, yellowish green, and then the 50-50 mix, just to kind of help me out a bit. And then aside from that, I've been doing some just quick sketches with watercolor, because my watercolor set is something I always have in my purse because it's small enough to carry around. So again, these are just really quick studies. Let me see if I can find, oh my gosh, You would think I'd be more prepared when I do this stuff. Anyways, all right, hang on guys, let me find my stuff. Okay, so with the watercolor, like I said, they're just quick studies. So I don't think I recorded videos when I was doing this, but I think I posted like I took pictures anyway, so I'll post that if I can find those pictures. Anyways, like I said, just quick studies like that. So basically what I'm doing is just the elevation view, 1-point perspective, because when I usually do this is when I'm in the car waiting for my kids when they do their activities. So the main book that I've been using as a reference for my watercolor stuff is this one here by Stephanie Bauer. I really love her. Her classes in Craftsy were really helpful, and I've talked about her in more detail, I think, in my perspective video, which I will link down below. But yeah, anyways, so that's more what I was using as a reference. So like I said, see, like this is just regular Muji notebook, so not even watercolor paper. So the colors, it's just really hard to mix. But anyways, and then the palette I was using for that is just this basic one that I made using Daniel Smith colors. So warm yellow, warm red, cool red, and then the warm blue and cool blue. I can't remember the names exactly, but if you guys are interested, I will just let me know and I'll put it down below. And then after that, just more studies, and this one is actually a watercolor sketchbook. So I've just been doing, well, a bunch of swatches too. But yeah, so this one I didn't really like this one as well, because I did the watercolor more like a paint by number kind of thing. But I like the sketch enough. Like I said, same thing, elevation view, 1-point perspective. So yeah, and then because like I was saying earlier, I realized that doing this quick planer work, really what I need to focus on is not just getting faster, but my understanding of color, because I've been so used just using the Zorn palette in the studio work that when I ended up using these new colors, to me, I was totally lost. Despite all the videos I've seen, all the books I've read, when I got out there anyways, all those things just kind of went down the drain. And it was really, that's the thing that I didn't like. Even though I enjoyed going out there, that's one thing that was really frustrating for me. So like I said, I decided to do more color studies. And you guys, as you saw, I did a color wheel, and then I also used this book as a reference to experiment more with colors. And this one, it's a color mixing recipe for oil, acrylic, and watercolor. So the main chapters that, okay, sorry, the main chapter that I use is the color mixing for landscape. So what I did is ended up doing studies. So basically here, just this page shows you the example, and then there's a recipe that you can follow. So if you go to the index, it'll tell you there, like, let's say you're doing the early morning cool sky cloud, which is this one. So this one at the index page, it'll tell you what the main color, highlight color, shadow colors were used. And then you go to this pages here and look for those recipes. Okay, so that's how it basically worked. And these are the studies that I ended up with. So I just used this one canvas and divided it into 4 parts, and I will show you guys just a quick time lapse again of how I did it. So yeah, as you guys saw in the video, so I basically did this, the early morning cool sky cloud. The one at the bottom is the afternoon warm sky cloud, and then this one here, this one actually shows you this step and how to do this mountains. And then I did a study of this one here, because honestly, trees and plants, those are really one thing I know I need to work on. So as you guys can see, it's not exactly the same like how I do my master studies. They're just studies. So basically I just really wanted to figure out. So I actually really love doing these exercises. This one I'm not too happy with because of the way I did the cloud, so that means I just need to work more on it. Yeah, so all in all, I actually recommend this book, but as some reviews I've read said, you do end up using a lot of paints because just for example, right, like this page here, these are the color mixes, and then look at all the paints that you have to have, right? So it's quite a lot, and obviously you can't carry all those when you're out and about, especially if you don't want to carry heavy stuff. But well, like with me, I actually ended up expanding what I have in my plain air bag. So these are the paints I end up carrying. But if you know what you're doing, like for example, if you know you're just doing the sky, then you can eliminate like some of the paints. But like with me, because sometimes I don't know what I'll be painting when I go out there, so I just thought I'd carry all that. But yeah, you also, just with this book, even though it uses up a lot of paints, you can actually just make do with what you have and just kind of follow a bit. Like let's say it's asking for permanent blue, but you just have the phthalo blue, then that's okay. Just play with that, and you obviously won't get the exact same color as what they would show here, but you can get close enough, and sometimes that's all you need really, right? So I find with paintings, especially doing plain air, you're not really like, as most paintings are, you're not, you know, if you want something really super realistic, I find well, I'll just take a photo, right? So but I find that's the fun with painting, is you can just kind of do your own thing and whatever makes you happy. So I just watched this video with Ian Fenley, and he was talking about how he just tries to squeeze in as much fun as he has when he goes out there. Ian is a urban sketcher, so yeah, that's really just, that's a whole thing, is just to have fun when you go out there. And so hopefully, because it's fall here now where I am in Canada, so that's a good time to go out there and paint all this wonderful like trees changing colors. So hopefully I can get to do that. And one thing I really want to do is nighttime painting. So my only challenge with that is that where I live, like we have a lot of wildlife around us. So like one time I was just out there and I saw like a coyote, really, like I was taking out the garbage in the morning and there was a coyote right there. So those are the kind of things that just kind of prevent me from going out there at night. And also I don't want to look sus just sitting in the parking lot, you know, like drawing this building. So I have to get over that anyway. But yeah, that's my main goal, is to do nighttime painting. And yeah, like with fall coming. So anyways, these are all the plans, but who knows what, you know, what'll happen. But as always, sorry this video is a lot more jumbled than my usual. So but if you have, okay, I'm such an idiot, I forgot to show one more work. Just yesterday, oh my gosh, just yesterday I ended up doing this quick painting in my in our main floor, just outside our bay window, because the weather's been really kind of nasty here in Toronto. So I thought yesterday it would be raining, so I decided to do this painting inside. And this one, actually, because I'm inside the house, this took a bit longer. So this took me about an hour. So I will show you guys excerpts, again, time lapse of me doing the paintings. And this is a finished study, I guess. Yeah. So I was really kind of hoping to have a much looser painting when it comes to, oh my god, look, it's still wet, right? When it comes to doing this, but you know, overall I was okay how it turned out. The problem I had with this was because it took me an hour. The light completely changed when I was doing it, and I ended up chasing the light and just kind of screwed up my whole shadow and light highlighting sections where I ended up placing them, because it just kept changing. And by the end of the painting, the sun, like when I started this, it was so gray, it was so overcast, and then by the time I finished, the sun decided to kind of just show up like all throughout that 1 hour. So that's my problem with taking a while. So but this one I ended up doing, usually when I do the studies I go directly into painting. So this one, as you guys saw, I actually did start with almost like a grisaille, like the drawing stage, and then before I went to the color section. And I find, even though that takes me a bit longer, I really like doing it that way, because that's how I usually do it in the studio, like here in my basement. So I find I just really have to be quick about it. But I'm gonna start doing it like that. And also Ronnie Williford, if you guys don't know, he's an artist and he has classes in creatureartteacher.com. He really emphasized doing a thumbnail when doing field work outside, and that's really something I should really work on. A lot of artists really recommend doing that first, and I can totally see why. I mean, I've seen so many videos, I don't know why I just never apply it in my own work. Like seriously, if you can learn all this stuff just by reading books and watching YouTube videos, I'll be like I would have been a master, right? Because I feel like I do more of those stuff than actually painting. So anyways, so that is it. So for real, this is the end. As always, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, bye for real. Thanks.